Alright, what's up yins guys? I'm going to do a video here, and I haven't made up my mind yet if I'm going to include subject matter leading up to a lot of other shit I wanted to talk about. But I'm going to use this as an example, and I haven't made it. I'll probably just do this as I go and make separate videos about it. But this here, I'm talking about this one dude. Well, this is like an old ass video. I already posted a separate video because I do that. It's, bear with me, it's an example of what people should do as opposed to the nanny state now trying to control the internet. And at the same time, if there's shit that's really against the law, that's really that people should be arrested for doing on the internet, that's yes, I agree absolutely, but not have a nanny state for even internet, like just because somebody is triggered or anything, because I believe it leads to a lot of other crazy ass false flagging and making society and teaching kids in school on social media to be paranoid, but at the same time you don't want to turn a blind eye. But anyway, like I was going to make a video about this particular dude. This is an old ass video I showed you anyway on I already posted. Some of you people already know me, already saw it. And first of all, I want to talk about this is my solution to internet bullying. You don't need a fucking nanny state. You need to just maybe educate the kids a little bit. Don't alienate somebody that's being bullied, but you don't want to teach people to be triggered at every little damn thing either. But this video actually was just about my answer to this, making fun of the person who makes a comment, take a picture of it, show some other people, oh, look at this jackass, even if they're a troll. But for example, this, there's a mindset and an attitude that I'm trying to project right here, you know, and even if this person actually is watching this too, and the Tide Pod eating thing is old because internet dares, I made videos don't hardly get any views because you know they censor shit like that, you know, that not that you're going to go viral. I put it out there and I say it verbally, so you can give my videos less views if they want to. They're getting views, that number count, people fuck with it, but you can tell right away, and there are people said that, wow, they had trouble finding me, they praised me for some good things. But anyway, this idiot, the Tide Pod eating thing is old, I know, but that's an old ass video. Matter of fact, I'm going to delete that video too because it's an old ass video and the stuff I said is truth, and I'm going to tell you these truths now so I don't freaking need the video again. But I'm not denying anything I'm saying. I'm proud of what I said, even though this troll, for whatever his reason is, bear with me too, I'm getting to the point. But because I could have made a video and just like I usually do and say, oh, fuck this idiot, you know, look at his jacket. Because I post little pictures of video and say this, but I'm going to do something different to make a point and all that too. I say, well, the dude, I'm trying not to laugh while making this video. I really should do it over right now, but yeah, the person, because I did this video about, what do you guys think? Should I just leave it up or just do one over? But the Tide Pod thing eating is old. My point is, there's always going to be stupid internet dares. People are trying to do away with them. And the Tide Pod eating thing is old. I don't think nobody's doing that shit anymore. They do some other stupid ass dare. It makes the news. It gets old, right? So anyway, this troll makes a comment on the video. You know, there's things in the video I could have did better. You know, I mean, and I'm like, oh, what it did is, oh, I forgot about this old ass video, and I was surprised that he'd even troll it because, like I said, hey, any of you guys, anybody even eating Tide Pods anymore? After a while, they're moving on to something else. But anyway, so the person makes this comment, like, I'm really trying not to laugh. Oh, I know how to shut him up. Put a Tide Pod in his mouth. And then at the same, and you know, they're just trolling. You don't really have to answer it. But then, yeah, you want to look on the person's YouTube channel. Most of them are under anonymity. They have nothing on their channel. But I look on the channel, the person trying to find something on the person, he does have a little bit on. Somehow about, yeah, his videos are 7 years ago, and somehow 7 years ago, oh geez, what was it, about 2012? Yeah, bragging he got a, at the time was a brand new Ninja motorcycle, was it? You don't know. Same thing with cars. Did they manage to buy it outright? Their mommy and daddy got credit or whatever, how old the person is, because I don't see the person. Are they still making payments on it even now? You know, people live beyond their means. They do that with that. I frankly don't believe in that shit. It doesn't impress me. Old cars and motorcycles, vintage-looking ones. I don't care for any kind of new shit that they're making now. She recalls on so many vehicles, but I don't want to get off the subject. Anyway, okay. Oh yeah, so you're shit now. Maybe I don't know if the person's a yuppie, how old they are, or they got it themselves, or they made some money for themselves somehow, got into something. Maybe not because they're good at what they do. Maybe they are. Maybe because of nepotism and who they know. Not all, you can say, you know, maybe a little bit of both. Some of them, you know, get in something because they are good at what they do, and nepotism because of who they know, and some of them literally on who they know. But even though I'm not like the scripturally correct, but there's a mixture of beliefs I have. Yeah, the pride cometh before the fall. Just like the rest of us, you can have a better paying job or whatever and think you're shit over somebody else, and then hey, if you actually gotta work a little harder for something and thinking you're not going to get some laboring job or whatever. But anyway, I don't want to go on about that, but I'm just trying to say about the character of particular somebody that makes comments, you know. Yeah, he might be, if he don't watch himself, say if he's the kind of troll that also will say ignorant things about people like that I've seen other trolls do. And this troll comment doesn't apply to that, but you got to watch that remark don't get taken by somebody else as a threat of some kind, you know, and get fined or some kind of thing. But if he's the kind of a troll that says some other shit about people and they trace it, he could be selling that fancy motorcycle or whatever, or either because of libel or selling it to pay fines because somebody somewhere keep it. So you gotta watch what the fuck you say. But I'll give him the fact he's a pet owner. It doesn't always mean that you're a good person either, but I'll give him that, a thumbs up for that. Maybe the asshole just in some mood, he don't even realize what the hell he's doing, you know what I mean too, just being an idiot or who the hell knows. But anyway, you got this far, somebody say some shit like that. You know they won't answer you when you say that, you know what I mean? Even though it's a troll comment, they're like, obviously, even though they're being a troll, they're against free speech. And obviously they have something against me saying things against Tide Pod eating. And I was saying in that video about more practical dares that actually empower people, you know, but you gotta watch not get hurt. So, geez, maybe they're not just a troll. They want to shut me up because of that? Man, asshole, go fuck a porcupine, you stupid asshole. Get the fuck away. I almost want to go Italian on her ass, say, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out. You know? I mean, it's just, I'm running this video because I'm trying to talk without laughing. They think it's actually hurting somebody. But I could make a video pretty badly or not get to the point because... Anyway, about internet bullying, if any of you kids watching this, it's not about me telling you what to do and alienate you if you're getting bullied, okay? I always wanted to make my take on internet bullying ideas. I don't want to alienate anybody. School kids, that can be cruel, you know, it's no joke. But I think instead of having a nanny state and all that and everybody walking on eggshells too, if you do away with the people like this jerk completely, okay, you're actually hurting the people that are getting internet bullied when it looks like you're championing them. And you can argue in some cases that people can be deliberately trying to make perpetually victims rather than what I'm saying is, I mean, there's a mindset. I think it's hard to teach. I almost got to think that you almost got to teach people that are like bullied, like maybe younger kids, to develop a very high opinion of themselves, which can be dangerous if it goes off too much. And then too, but you don't want to alienate people. But I think it's got to be like a divine epiphany or revelation that you got to teach. You can't use religion to do it, or scriptural correctness or political correctness to do it. It's got to be something in someone's own warped way that, shit, my own mother was a Bible thumper. She screamed, swore, and chain smoked, and trying to tell me that I am a crackpot and I'm crazy or something, because in some households and in some environments where people are taught to be triggered, you're considered crazy if, instead of being triggered, that you're maybe too prideful and you just they say all kind of shit when like I said too, instead of being empowered, you listen to the wrong people that are supposedly trying to help you for your own good. Even the wrong friends, if you're school kids, you got to watch the ones they want to bring you down with them. You know, anything from self-harm to crazy dares eating Tide Pods or shit like that. You don't want to anybody's being bullied, push the arrow in. But if you got this far in this video, you have to ask questions of some of these people, even though they're being trolls. I mean, by what authority do they say what they're saying? And if it's not a God, if it's not a communist daddy, if it's not another type of daddy, you know, which political side, particular author, religion or anti-religion, like Aleister Crowley type anti-religion, or some kind of atheistic Satanist thing. There's so many variations of that, you know. Or some extreme, you know, the extreme left or right. If was it a communist daddy, or is it some kind of secular, like atheist, like your humanist type moral platform? And if it is, what daddy? Under what daddy of this? Whoever you put on the pedestal, under what moral platform? By what authority do you say this? How do you make this true? Like this person that's saying this shit to me, it's like, who can, if I don't give a fuck, you can go fuck a porcupine. Yet, people are being taught, like I said, about even my own mother to a point, it's wrong to have an attitude that if you're not hurting, you got to watch that the regressive liberal and then the regressive conservative. Believe it or not, you people, Bible thumpers, they're actually regressive conservatives too. That both sides have a thing where you're required to be hurting and required to be triggered, and if you're too cocky and too much of a fuck you attitude, you can be violent, you can be you're something wrong, you're crazy, and that it's total wrong. And yeah, because the people that equality extremism, people, even your wrong friends next to your kids you go to school with or go to college with or work with or even drink or whatever with, you see who they are, they want you to go down with them, you know, and they'll try to drop you hints and try to shame you. That's what it's all about. That's why you got to refer to a video like I said that I made before. This is my what do you call it? This is one of my main what's the name for that philosophy, and it's something I swear by. Deciding or determining when and where and why should a rat's ass be offered or given. My philosophy about giving a rat's ass. You have to have, if you want to, you kids, any of you kids out there that see this, younger kids, instead of, running to everybody and somebody trying to drive you into doing any kind of bad things or anything, whether harming yourself or others or ruining yourself, worrying about shit people tell you, you have to have a philosophy, like a fuck you attitude, and you have to ask yourself by what authority, what moral platform people are saying shit, right? And you have to have a determination and attitude about when they say something, any kind of a thing to you or whatever, questioning the moral platform, authority, or whatever it is. You gotta ask yourself or ask them when, where, and why, under what circumstances should a rat's ass be offered, let alone given. Before you even, it's what I said, before you decide to even give a rat's ass, I guess there has to be a rat's ass either offered up before it's given, before you give it. Or how do you give a rat's ass? It belongs to the rat. How can you give a rat's ass? It's not yours to give. It belongs to the rat. Let the rat keep its ass. But you can present the ass of the rat to somebody and offer it up, ass first, right? And it's up to them, and they might just flip you off back, and I don't want that. Then tell you, well, no, fuck you, you keep it, So I wanted to make this, because say a mixture of things, it's to tell some of you people about internet bullying and use something as an example, because anyway, I usually make fun of people like this. I'll post something up and take it down for a while. But I wanted an excuse to, you have to project an attitude and examine the thing, Maybe some kids watching this here, in your own warped way, you might decide you want to be a lawyer, and challenge a thing like this about when a rat's ass should be given in Supreme Court, and call to witness a medical examiner and an actual rat presented to the court and in front of judges and different kind of beliefs and religions all together as a jury, and determine when a rat's ass should be given. This could be a thing all over the world, you know what I mean? The entire United Nations get involved, and decide this, you know what I mean? It's a big thing. So, the only thing I gotta say to some of you people too is there's a mindset you gotta develop in a situation like you may be dealing with. Try to say this without alienating anybody. And not that I care that much about a troll or I give a rat's ass, but there's a lot of people that, unlike myself, it's got to be said, because I think it's so simple, but yet I can fall into the trap of acting like I don't give a rat's ass about people who bullied, and I want to make it to these kids. I want to alienate some of these people that might even be kids and say, well, just because I say it's easy, and it should be easy for them. But there is a key here that you got to develop a type of mindset in the first place. And then somebody that trolls me, for example, about a certain thing that I'm trying to, in my own way, say for a good, obviously they're not just a troll. They have a problem with something I'm saying, because, oh, God forbid, it gets to any of you and you listen to any of it. Oh, my God. Stuff a Tide Pod in his mouth and shut him up. It's like, yeah. It's like, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, can you hear this? You want me to turn it on? Yeah. Take that into consideration, I also will close this right now by saying that if you've gotten this far in this video, I have a saying about giving a rat's ass that's kind of funny. That, how can you give a rat's ass? The ass of the rat isn't yours to give, so let the rat keep his ass. Or you can pick up a rat in tandem to somebody else's ass first, and yes, you're giving a rat's ass. And if the other person wants to accept the rat ass first, to give a rat's ass, you're sort of offering up the rat's ass, and it's up to the other person if he wants to accept. So I'll have another saying too, that in some certain things that if a rat's ass should really be offered or even given about a particular subject. So that's what I say about tolerance to a certain thing. You can say sometimes you give a shit. There's some and I also have a thing where I say there's certain aspects of giving a shit or giving a fuck. It's not that I don't give a shit or give a fuck. It's there's some aspects of giving a shit or giving a fuck that I don't give a shit or a fuck about. And at any given time, when and where should a rat's ass be given, or a fuck be given, or a shit be given, or even offered? You know what I mean? So yeah, we have that motto there about when you tolerate something or other person tolerates you. That's where I say, let the rat keep his ass. You know what I mean? The rat's ass isn't yours to give. Or is not mine to give. Let the rat keep his ass. It belongs to the rat. Let the rat keep his ass. So that kind of tells you something about tolerance. You know, live and let live, even if you do it in a smirky, smart-ass kind of a way. If you've gotten this far in this video, and matter of fact, this video is so fucking long that I need to cut a snippet from the end of this video and post it as a separate video if you got this damn far. Okay, this really is the end of the video this time, honest. Okay, here I go. See you guys next video. See you next time.